It's never boring.
Med den attityden jobbar Michael Francis. Att beskriva honom som hängiven, det känns nästan som en underdrift. Sen september 2012 är han chefdirigent och konstnärlig rådgivare för symfoniorkestern i Norrköping.
Conducting is a fascinating job or profession or lifestyle because your instrument are people, normal, complex human beings. Conducting is really wonderful when you are able to help people to play better than they knew they could.
Vi följer repetitionsarbetet med Vaughan Willams London Symphony. Instuderingen av ett nytt verk börjar Michael Francis på kammaren.
First of all, you open it up and then you just try to make sense, a bit like a Sherlock Holmes or a detective. What is the composer trying to say from the signs that they've left behind? And so my first point of call is never to think, how can I interpret it? I can't help the fact that my interpretation will be different to somebody else's. But what I don't want to do is put my personality on top of it. It'll happen automatically. It's because I am me.
Det kanske låter självklart. En huvuduppgift för en chefdirigent är att få orkestern att spela så bra som möjligt.
Reminding them of things they already know. For example, what does really melodic playing mean? What about real dynamics or true color? And so I try to just not teach them, but just to remind them of things that they know and to help them feel what it's like to play at their very best, letting them know that it is the best and why it's the best. When I come to the orchestra, I try to show as much as I possibly can with my hands, or my expressions, or my movements. What I can't fix physically, I will stop and I will speak to them.
Just a few ensemble things. Sometimes, Ollie, when you join in, it just comes a little bit late and it slightly holds us back. So just anticipate a tiny bit more. Also in lower trombones as well. For example,
Han vill i första hand inte kalla sig för en coach, snarare kommunikatör och psykolog.
Above all, not negative. You can't hit people to do what you want.
Continue.
Nowadays it's much more collegial, more democratic, more of a sense of a group working together. These are human beings. And so you have to always be reading them according to the physical signs that you see, how they are that day, how they sound.
Michael Francis har musiken i blodet, kan man säga. Hans mamma är irländska och förde den folkmusiken med sig till familjen.
My father was a musician. So he was a double bass player and that was my first instrument. And I remember one day coming home from playing football and I said to my dad, "Oh, can I have a go on this?" And that was it. I liked it. And then I fell in love with music.
Ganska tidigt föddes en önskan att få dirigera. Och det var viktigt att söka sig till en orkester för att få inblick i hur de verkliga proffsen jobbade. Han fick jobb som kontrabasist i London Symphony Orchestra.
I never knew how I would become a conductor. I just always felt that I would become a conductor.
Och tillfällen gavs.
In a rehearsal once in Lithuania, and the conductor, Valery Gergiev, was late. And so the managing director came up to myself and another bass player who conducted and said, "Would one of us take this rehearsal in 2 minutes' time?" And it was Shostakovich's Fourth Symphony. And I said, "Okay." And that was it. And that kind of started the whole snowball rolling down the hill. The Norrköping Symphony Orchestra here are very professional, wonderful attitude, and they really want to work hard, well, and achieve high standards. The feeling I have before I enter the stage very much depends on the piece that I'm doing, of course. And then so the last sort of thing I do is I'm very relaxed, I don't tend to get nervous, and I'm quite calm. Then I'll just take a moment, get quiet, I'll say a prayer, and then I will then just think of the first tempo, the very first piece, and I go out there and I see what happens. Because it's not an exact science, it's live music.